All right, we are back from break, and look at that. I don't know if that's some smash burgers, some wings. All I know is that it looks really, really good. Aaron Blaze, what is that?
Oh, you guys. First of all, I'm here with the lovely owner of Fallin's Barbecue, owner-operator John Fallin. Walk us through what we got here. This looks incredible.
So I heard you liked ribs, so I brought you some of our smoked ribs.
Yum.
And I put a little sauce on them. We don't sauce our meat, but I did that so we don't have to fool around with sauce. And I also have some smoked wings, and as well as a smoked burger that we do that has pickles and caramelized onions.
I mean,
it looks delicious. I have to ask you though, is there any spice on any of this?
I knew that was
because
coming.
You already warned me.
Miss Blaze here, she can't handle any kind of spice. I mean, salt and pepper might be a
Too
little
much
too
pepper
much.
is a little too much for me
This
sometimes.
looks amazing. I know I'm not going to waste much time. I'm
No.
going to take a bite of
please dig
something.
in.
I mean, I'm going for the ribs. Again, South Georgia, if I come into the game with a stain on my dress tonight, mind your business.
And I brought some
Let me
napkins
see.
for
Let
us.
me put this down. I need that for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, she's messy. I'll take one. So what is this again?
So it's a hand-patted burger that we smoke. We get to about 245, 250 degrees, and then I'm shooting 145, 150, and then we finish it on the flat top and sear it and put a little, melt a little cheese. We have cheddar cheese on there.
You good?
Juicy.
Mine's delicious.
Yeah.
Juicy, delicious. One more bite.
Now you need a drink.
Ribs on air was a choice.
Well, I
You
was
gotta try a
wondering.
wing too.
I was wondering why you went with the wings. I'm going to ask you a
I need
question.
another one.
Yes.
When somebody comes out to Fallin's,
Yes.
are these the staples? What do you recommend? What is the top selling item?
Yeah, so I mean, we're known for barbecue. The wings and the smoked burger are something new we created the last
God.
2 years, and so we just try to promote those. We've been doing this for almost 50 years. My parents started this in '77. I came along in '78, and then after I got out of the Army, I came back home and decided to reopen the business. We had closed for 2 years, so my wife and I reopened in 2011. Been doing this for now 15 years.
And sorry, I like
No,
this.
you're good.
I hear you're a Yellow Jackets fan, but
Yep.
you're a
We
Yellow
like everyone.
Jacket.
I am an alum of Thomas County Central. My father went to Thomasville High, and my sister went to Brookwood. So we've got all the schools covered.
Wow.
And so we try to support everyone, and we're hoping for a great game tonight.
You guys catch a lot of Yellow Jacket teams?
We do. We have season tickets, and we sponsor local business. So my daughters are now middle school, and they love running around. They don't really watch much; they just run around with their friends. But we have season tickets, and it's been a great time. Hopefully, some great weather tonight. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll cool off.
I don't know. I was listening to Daniela earlier. She said there might be some lightning, some rain. We'll get through it, though. Either way, much like you, we are big supporters of all the Thomasville schools.
Oh, yeah.
Thomasville,
Oh, yeah.
Brookwood, Thomas
Yeah.
County Central. The Jackets are the defending champs.
Right.
What is it going to take? I'm going to ask you. What is it going to take for them to do it again? They've done it twice in the last 3 years.
I mean, I think we all trust in Justin Rogers. And since he's been here, they don't lose much. So they've got it going on. They've got the new practice facility they just opened up. So they're not worried about weather anymore. They just go inside. I think the guys, they have a recipe for success, and I'm sure they'll stick with it.
They have a recipe for success. You have a recipe for some good food.
Oh my
we
gosh.
invite everybody to come out to Fallin's pregame. Get you some wings. Get you some Blaze
I'm
ribs.
getting
They
some.
might actually change the name of these to Blaze's ribs. I don't know. Come get you some good food. Again, we really appreciate Fallin's for hosting us. And again, this is amazing. And we wish you continued success and definitely have a new customer in WALB.
Thank you.
And
Yes,
we'll
sir.
see you at the game tonight.
No Jackets.
All right, guys, look at you can
Thank
leave
you.
this here because
Yeah,
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
eat
get
this.
into
We're gonna
it.
get into this
yeah.
as we get through this. I'm
already a mess.
closer to Blaze as she's gonna yell at me a little bit more. Let's talk about it, Blaze.
We got
what do
we got a loaded slate tonight.
What do we got?
I think we got to start with a really good game that I wish one of us was going to be at. Fitzgerald at Clinch, two historic programs. They meet week 1.
I'm really excited about this game because we do have a Fitzgerald team that has been to state championships recently. Clinch was in the Final Four last year. Now they come back with Travion Miller at quarterback. Kamarion Johnson returns.
Yeah.
Jakiri Posey's back. The weapons are limitless. The difference now is no more Jim Dickerson. This is a new voice in the huddle with Rance Morgan. Are they going to adjust to him, or is it just business as usual out there in Homerville? Look, I think this Clinch County team has the potential to win a state championship this year. What it's really going to come down to is the guys up front. Can they perform when they need to? They're going to get tested in week 1 with this Fitzgerald defense, no doubt for sure. Blaze is trying to run for me. They're going to be tested in week 1, as I mentioned, with Fitzgerald's defensive line.
Yeah, I mentioned yesterday, I saw Coach Morgan in action when they played Berrien in a little scrimmage preseason. We didn't see all the weapons. We didn't see all of Travian. We didn't see all of Jakari. I'm expecting these guys to come out and basically do what we saw them do on the basketball court, and that's just dominate and own the game. They're physical. Fitzgerald physical too. You can't discount that.
But they are state champions.
Right.
They might be state champions in basketball, but they know what
winners.
it takes to win in big moments, and you have to love that, especially being that the guys that have won the state championship in basketball are also their best players on the football field. So when you have that championship medal and you've won at a high level, you have an advantage going into the season. On the flip side, Fitzgerald, I think a lot of people thought they might take a drop off once Coach Pruitt left.
Right.
And Coach Tankersley came in late last season and made it happen. And I think him having a disadvantage coming late in the summer last year is now his advantage. He's had a full off season with these guys. They have to replace Victor Copeland and get some of those weapons. But I think this is a team that's going to pick up business as usual as they start the 2026 season.
Question for you. Is that Fitzgerald's veteran offensive line going to be the control key to this game, or is Clinch's physical defensive standards kind of going to take over at home?
To me, I think it's going to come down to playmakers making plays. I don't think it might be either of those. Can somebody stop the big playmakers on Clinch on the Fitzgerald side? That's going to be the deciding factor.
Who on Fitzgerald gives you that offensive spark that Copeland would give you?
I don't know if they have one yet. I think you're going to find a plethora. We've talked a lot over the offseason about running back by committee. I think you're going to see that. Who's going to make a name for themselves tonight, week 1 in South Georgia? It could be somebody from the Purple Hurricane.
It could be. And then we have another game, Berrien at Lanier County. It's a kind of a culture reset, at least for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Coach Marcus Gowan comes in with a bite mentality. I talked about his buy-in from the program, and we've seen it already. They are buying in. He comes from Valdosta. He knows what it means to win championship medal, and now he's going to instill that in a smaller program in single A. And you have to like that the guys are buying in. They're in the weight room. They're more physical. They play with a little bit of an edge, and now it's going to really come down to, can Alex Contreras control the game under center in his first time in that first experience?
I think with Lanier, it's the same thing we just talked about with Clinch. Alex Contreras is a winner. We see him dominate on the mound in the spring. What can he do under center? What's he going to bring to this Bulldog offense?
Composure. When he's got bases loaded and no outs, what does it take from a pitcher? It takes composure. He's going to have that same type of mentality under center when things don't go his way. I think that's the most important thing. Listen, it's going to be some growing pains. It might not show up in the win column right away, but make no mistake about it. This team will eventually win.
I think Lanier's strength obviously is their secondary, but their weak point is that O-line. Is that new O-line going to be able to hang out with a veteran Berrien defense?
It's going to be tough because it's the first week of the season. One thing I'm going to be keeping my eye out, how do they communicate early? Are they getting their assignments, making sure they're covering the right guys on the defensive line? Protect the quarterback, open up running lanes, and give yourself a chance to win. Let the defense do what they do. That's really what it's going to come down to.
How does Berrien kind of establish themselves as a threat early?
I think the offense has to get going. We saw this team upset the number 1 team in the state last year in the playoffs. Build off of that momentum. Come back. Raising the bar is what Coach talks about. Let's do that in week 1. Let's not wait until we get to week 2 or 3.
We talk about that bite mentality. If we're sitting here tomorrow talking about the game, how is that bite mentality going to show up tonight?
I think the physical play. I think it's going to take physical play from Lanier. If we see it come out tomorrow and we see the score as Lanier won the game, it's going to be because they were more physical than Berrien.
We got to switch gears to the GIAA, Southland Academy at Baconton. Kind of a measuring stick for two different teams that are kind of on two different paths.
Yeah, this is interesting. Southland lost a lot of talent.
Lots.
Baconton was on a 4-game win streak to finish the year. Can Baconton continue that momentum? I really like what Coach King is doing there. I got a phone call on my way over here, and I was told some of the Baconton players are saying they're going to win tonight. They're already calling it.
I like it.
I like it. I think it's fun. I think it shows a sense of confidence, and now they have to go out and show it for 48 minutes. I almost said 60 minutes.
I think it's crucial for Baconton to get the win tonight because, again, they started off their season just tough last year, but to finish with win after win after win really sets the tone for this season. You get a win, you're set.
You know what's funny? Big Q sent me some videos. He was playing running back. He was playing running
Oh my
back. It
gosh.
reminded me of some old school Mike Allstott type stuff. I think that
If
could
I'm
be
the defense, I'm
interesting.
backing away. I'm saying go for it, man.
That
Go
could
for
be
it,
fun.
man.
I don't want to tackle that.
No,
man.
go for it.
It'll
That's all you.
It'll be interesting to see if they use him tonight.
And Salvin, they have a lot of young players. Are you thinking they're able to kind of get it together?
Yeah, I do. I think Chance Jones has done a really good job over the course of his time there. They've gotten better and better. They were in a semifinal last year against SGA. Can they capitalize and build off of that? How are they going to replace the production from that running game that they lost? We all know what Walker's going to bring to the table, but is there anybody else that can step up and be the guy?
Lots of questions, South Georgia. We're looking for answers tonight. We're looking for answers later on in the season. We're going to come back and we're going to talk the game of the week, the moment we've all been waiting for. TCC, Colquitt County. That's happening right now, after the break.